This is episode 65 of the A Free Spirit Life podcast. Hello and welcome. Thanks so much for being here today. This is Shannon Kinney-Duh, your host, and I am a holistic life coach, intuitive human design and energy guide, flower essence practitioner, and an artist, and soon to be a published author, which I'm over the moon excited to share that I am writing a book. I think I've been writing this book for the last several years. In fact, when I pull out my old journals, I'm finding all of these little snippets that I wanted to include in this book. I knew I was going to write books one day, and something magical happened this summer that I'm going to share with you right now in this episode. I have been on a journey of following where my intuitive hits are taking me. And as many of you know, learning how to listen to, trust, and follow your intuition has always been part of my teaching, my mentoring, my guiding. It is so important to learn how to listen to and discern when it's our conditioned, fearful self and when it's really our intuition or our co-creation with spirit. Like when we are being guided from a place of love and peace and inspiration, or when we're being guided by our restless and anxious mind and all of the fears that we've collected over our lifetimes. And it takes practice, and it takes an inner knowing how to tune in with your true self, how to recalibrate, how to find ways to return to your true nature, strip away all of those things we've collected over our lifetime so that we can discover and remember the true essence, who we are, what we're here to do, what type of life we want to live while we're here. And my winding road has taken me through many different healing modalities over the last 25 years. I've always been inspired and enthusiastic to share what I'm learning or what I have learned along the path. And it has been winding for sure. Back in my college days, I was drawn to try a yoga class for the first time, and I didn't know what it was. And this has kind of been a consistent theme for me. I tend to get these intuitive hits to try things, even when I don't know quite why or what it is. And I really think that is the message of intuition. A lot of times we're given these signs that sometimes can be hard to read if we're not paying attention. And we discount them, we doubt them, we push them away, we ignore them because they don't make sense. And we as humans, we want things to make sense. We want things to feel certain. We want things to feel comfortable. And when it feels uncertain, when it feels unknown, when it feels uncomfortable, it can bring up a lot of fear. And I think a lot of us haven't been taught how to lean into the fear, how to use the fear. I think we've been taught that we shouldn't have fear, and somehow we're supposed to live a fearless life. But I really think that that does a disservice to us, because when we're in a state of fear, we think we shouldn't be there, and we actually spiral out, making us feel bad that we're even in a place of fear. But really, I think the people who take the healthiest risks and the ones who are living their dreams, and they're the ones that have fear, but they've learned how to lean into it. They've learned how to use it. They've learned that that is a part of the process, that when you have something exciting and passionate and something that you know in your heart of hearts is what you want to do, the flip side of that passion is fear. And we live in a life that is, it has dual sides. We have an inhale, we have an exhale. We have night, we have day. We have challenge and we have ease. We have sadness and we have joy. We're always living a life with both. And I think a big part of learning how to live in harmony and in flow is to learn how to blend those two, to blend the shadow and the light, how to integrate the fear with the passion and not let it keep us frozen or stuck, but actually use it to create movement and transformation, which includes healing and growth. So my winding road has gone through yoga, it's gone through meditation, it's gone through many, many, many years of creative exploration, every kind of art medium you can imagine, lots of journaling, lots of energy work, lots of talk therapy and bioenergetics and astrology readings and Akashic record readings and learning the Enneagram and human design. I mean, on and on and on. I have found different modalities that have been a beautiful part of my healing journey. One of the most constant companions for me has always been the simplicity of nature. Nature as a healing modality. When I feel ungrounded, I know I have to get in nature. When I feel caught up by my fears and anxiety, I know I have to go breathe in the fresh air. I've got to listen to the birds. I've got to get my feet in the dirt. I've got to surround myself with green. I have to smell the flowers. I have to do something to awaken my senses and reconnect to nature. And every time I do that and I allow myself to really awaken and breathe it in, I go, oh my God, there I am. And the there I am, just like in you, it's always there. It's really our inner peace. I think it's really the true essence of who we are at our core. Without the worry, without the doubt, without the regret, without the constant mind chatter. It's really who we are in the moment of life, connected to our breath. And when we're in the moment of life, when we're present with that, we can see those signs. We can hear and sense where our intuition is guiding us to go, where our heart is nudging us, where spirit is saying, hey, I've got your back. I'm here for you. You're not alone. So as some of you know, if you've been following me for a while or listening to the show, or if you're brand new, welcome, welcome. I'm so grateful you belong here. I know that we've crossed paths for a reason, and I'm so glad you're all listening today. One of my healing journeys around creativity is that I for a long time thought I wasn't good. I wasn't good enough. I wasn't good at anything, and I certainly wasn't creative. And this goes far back. This goes back into, I would say it really kind of rooted in 8th grade through high school, really carried through college. It started to heal right after I graduated from college. And then there were a series of things and steps that got me to where I am now, which some of those steps I'll be including in my new book. But creativity became this gateway to my intuition. And the more that I allowed myself to explore, especially with painting, watercolor painting in particular has been very healing for me because you can't control it. And for anyone who's plagued by self-doubt, has perfectionistic tendencies, who was criticized or is self-critical, you know that stepping into creative modalities can be very scary, or anything, like I'm talking about anything unknown. that can feel very scary for us, particularly because you want to somehow control the outcome. You don't want to fail. Really, I think a fear of failure or a fear of looking silly keeps us from taking risks and leaning in to following our intuition and to nurturing our creativity and to following our dreams, right? I really do feel that. Do you feel that? Have there been times in your life where you've let fear or the fear of failure or not knowing what to do or being out of control keep you from stepping forward into your authentic power, into your dreams that are ready to be born? Well, as I started to allow myself to paint more and more throughout the years, I started to find so much joy in it. It didn't matter to me what it really looked like. It was more a meditation for me. It was a place to tune into my own inner peace and joy. And that's how I use painting. And the more I started to paint and find my own style, I really leaned into painting flowers. Like, that's just something that really calls to me. I love it. It's so fun. And I love tuning into the essence of the flowers. So I've been painting not the perfect flower, but just trying to capture the energy and the true nature of the flowers, of the plants, of these beautiful things in nature. And the more that I do that, the more I'm paying attention. The more I'm attuned to the present moment with nature, because I'm noticing how different flowers are and how some have cone shapes and some have, different types of petals, and some only have 4 petals, and some have a variety of petals, and some have different leaves and different colors. I mean, just on and on, right? But really paying attention to the differences and how magical they are. And as I launched my wildflower tour in March of this past year, I was really stepping out and saying, hey, everyone, this is what I'm doing. I am an artist. I am making affirmation decks with my art and my prints, and I'm going to go forward putting my paintings out into the world. And anyone who's ever put anything out that they've created, that is, again, facing a fear. But the more you do it, the more confidence you build, and the more you believe in your own self, and the more you approve of your own self. And as you do that inner work, you start to say, wow, yes, I am good enough. Yes, in fact, I am more than enough. I am whole and complete and powerful and beautiful just as I am. Not for what I do, not for what I produce, not for how much I help and bend over backwards for others, but just simply because I exist. And how freeing to live that way, how powerfully freeing. And so as you hear these words, I want it to start planting seeds, and I want it to start awakening in you. What are some dreams that have been nudging you that you're just maybe sitting on, or you're not quite sure about, or maybe there's been this veil of doubt or worry because you're just a little scared to go to the unknown? Maybe you have fears of failing. What can you do today as you're listening to these words? Because I do believe you're meant to listen to these words today. They have found you at the right time in the right moment. What can you do right now to believe in yourself and to believe in your dream and to do one thing that's a step forward? Using that fear of the unknown that you might feel and leaning in, let it be your motivation to take one step forward towards your dreams. So, as I've been doing that, I announced this wildflower tour, had no idea what exactly I was doing or why. Took myself on a trip with the kids. We immersed ourselves in nature as I've been drawn to do, and I painted and I listened to the waterfalls, and I just tuned in and really gave myself this recalibration time to space. Really, it's space from the everyday life that keeps us running ragged. I took some space, intentional space. And the wildflower tour turned into me signing up for a flower essence practitioner program that I have immersed myself in all summer. And it has awakened in me this entire new modality that I've always been in tune with. I really believe I've done this work probably for many lifetimes, but I understand the consciousness of nature, the consciousness of the flowers. It can tune into them and their healing modalities, and I'm seeing them in a fresh new way. And through this flower essence therapy, I swear to you, and it might sound funny, the flowers are helping me write my book right now. And so let me give you just a short backstory. I signed up for this flower essence practitioner program. I'd already been using flower essences for quite some time, but I knew that I wanted to integrate this flower essence therapy into my human design guidance and my holistic life coaching sessions. And I want to share this with people. And I also want to use what I'm learning in my affirmation decks and in my art prints. And so I joined the class again, just like years ago when I signed up for my Hatha yoga training program. I knew that I was home. Like I found my people. These are people who, are very loud and proud to be tree huggers. Let's just put it that way. We love to talk to the trees, the flowers, the plants. Beautiful souls, beautiful, compassionate, highly sensitive, empathic souls who are natural healers, just as you are. We all have our natural healing ability, which is why I love the flowers so much. So we've been studying the flowers and doing case studies and hearing all the different experiences from the different members of the class, doing guided meditations, just diving deep into not only the energetic and emotional healing qualities of the flowers, but the scientific research that's been done at least since the 30s with Bach. Some of you might have heard of him. You might even see his essences at all the natural food stores. They've been around forever. He was very revolutionary during his time, but flower essence therapy now is becoming much more at least understandable, and people are really leaning in and remembering that plants offer healing medicine naturally, which is why I love them so very much. It's the energetics of the flowers in a bottle. It's like the life force energy of the flowers that we then take very naturally to help heal any blocks, any obstacles, any energetic, emotional baggage that we're ready to release. The flowers and the different flowers help different parts of our body depending on what we're needing, help our mind, help our spirit, depending on where we are in life. Okay, so we're studying the flowers. We get to week 2 and we worked on, it's called Mariposa Lily. And it's all for the sacral chakra. It's about creativity. It's about flow and pleasure, joy. And I can't even describe to you, like when I studied that for that week, so much flow came into my life and my creativity was set on fire. And it was the perfect time for me as I've been in creative mode, in the summer energy, really being guided to create from this internal place. So right away, I started seeing all the years that I've been collecting in my journals about my book. It started like clicking and I could see it like coming together, like a one big puzzle that was just like in, fast motion, just coming together to show a lot of clarity for me. So right away, I'm like, you know what? I've got to put my painting down for a moment. I've got to write. And I started writing. Week 3 comes and it's sunflower, and I can do a whole show someday just on sunflower, which I probably will when it's in bloom here in the next month or so. But sunflower to me is just a very powerful plant. It is all about your inner fire, your inner confidence, stepping into your radiant light and shining that radiant light out into the world. And that is the solar plexus. And, as soon as I started taking sunflower essence, I felt so differently. I felt this confidence in me that was like, oh my God, here it is. And also some old healing wounds around being seen or wanting to be seen, but not being seen, or wanting to be seen, but also being afraid of being seen. And sunflower really has been my companion, this gentle healer to help me step into my light, to help me be guided by my inner fire. It was a spark. It ignited my confidence in a way that I haven't felt probably ever. And so this authenticity that I'm feeling from my core is being poured into my book. So we've gone through lots of different flowers since then, and I will continue to share my favorites with you, probably on Instagram. I am launching a new series of coaching sessions that I want to share with you because, like I said, anytime I have experienced something that has helped me heal and grow and transform and expand, because that's what we want. We want to learn how to tune in and then rise up. I want you to feel so confident in who you are and see your dreams being guided by spirit and intuition. I want you to feel so grounded in that as you walk forward, you just see the next step unfold. And the next, and the next, and the right synchronicities start to spill into your life, the right people that come into your life, the right experiences, they all just start to come towards you because you're trusting and you believe in yourself. And you're doing this with greater ease because you know what? Now is the time. We need awakened, beautiful souls who believe in themselves to step into their authentic power because we need your unconditional love. We need your compassion. We need your empathy. We need your gifts in this world more than ever before. So we learn how to tune in. We learn how to do the inner work. We self-heal. We let nature be our guide or whatever modality that you're drawn to in the moment, trusting in it, allowing it to do its healing magic, allowing yourself the space that you need to heal and to grow and to surround yourself with the people that you feel at home with, that you feel see you. So important. Find those people and surround yourself with people who see you for who you truly are, so that you can start really manifesting and experiencing the life that you dream of, the life that you want to live, the life that is in tune with your true self, and the life that is deeply connected to the people and the experiences that matter most to you, so that you can be a loving, beautiful, compassionate, positive impact in this world. So these new sessions are called Embodying Brilliance. It's a soulful fusion of flower essence therapy, intuitive human design, and holistic life coaching. It's all about illuminating your true essence and embracing your unique brilliance on a journey guided by nature's wisdom, your intuition, and your inner light. So you will get 3 sessions with me on Zoom, personal one-on-one sessions, where we are going to explore the healing magic of energy, flower essence, and where you're at in your journey to guide you through your authentic transformation. So on these calls, you're going to get first, as you sign up, an intake form. And the first session will be all about talking about your intentions, your celebrations, your challenges, and your dreams. And together, we're going to go through your intake form and through your human design energy blueprint to unveil a more clear path for you. We are also going to create a flower essence therapy plan to help you have practical tips, practical guidance, but also to actually start using flower essences to create more abundance and flow in your life. So it's really about learning more about who you are, learning and get the clarity you need to get towards your dreams, but also embodying the wisdom of nature and embodying your natural energy, your authentic essence into the life that you want to live. Not just learning about it, integrating it. And that's why I love the flower essence, because they're literally going to be your little gentle healers on this path. So the second call, you'll receive your flower essence plan, and you're actually going to receive flower essence bottles. I will mail them to you, and you'll start taking them during our time together. Then after you've had some time to integrate the flower essences, we will have a third call to revisit your intentions, your dreams, to celebrate where you are at, how the flowers have worked, and we'll start to see if there's a way that we can make some adjustments as you move forward to ensure that all the essences, all that you've learned about your human design print and the chart and the life coaching guidance will be able to really be aligned for you on your journey forward. So you feel this beautiful spark, you feel this beautiful clarity, and this beautiful plan to really embody your brilliance in every area of your life. If you are interested in learning more about this, go to my website, shannonkinneyduh.com. That's shannonkinneyduh.com. You can also find me looking up afreespiritlife.com and look up my Embodying Brilliance sessions. I'm starting to book clients at the end of the summer, and they will fill up because I am not opening a lot of sessions because I'm writing a book. So in addition to these sessions that I'm offering, I am writing a book, and I can't wait to share more with you. I hope you've enjoyed the past few episodes as part of my mini series this summer. I hope you feel alive and inspired and just excited to see where your inner light is taking you next. Thank you for listening, for being here. If you like this show, share it with your friends. Get people over to this podcast. Go to iTunes, leave me a review, shoot me an email, Shannon at, I've changed it actually. It's hello at shannonkinneyduh, that's DUH.com, and email me, let me know what are some of the highlights from some of these episodes you've been listening to, and are you interested in flower essence therapy? Do you have questions? Have you ever used flower essences? I'd love to hear your stories too. Thanks for listening, and I will see you on the next episode.
Hug your mama, tell your dad that you love him and miss him, 'cause tomorrow may never